Hey everyone, this is Tiffany from the Cohen Group Northwest. Welcome to our Nonprofit November series. This week, we're taking a look at the AIROW Project, whose mission is to provide adaptive and inclusive recreational opportunities for individuals with disabilities. This nonprofit hasn't been around long, but since its inception in 2020, they've already made great strides in creating programming that allows individuals with special needs and disabilities the ability to participate in local recreation. Here to talk about their mission and impact is Executive Director April Katz.
Hey everyone, my name is April Katz and I am here with the AIROW Project, AIROW standing for Adaptive Inclusive Recreation of Whatcom County. So the AIROW Project started in 2020. Our first event was in July 2019. There was a lady named Jill Smith hosted a first ever adaptive kayaking event at Bodell Donovan Park, and I showed up just as a volunteer and then ended up really organizing and helping the event. And that right there, I knew there was a lack of adaptive equipment. We had about 75 plus folks there, and you can just see that they want it, they need it. Everyone deserves to be outside. Our goal is we aim to bring adaptive, inclusive recreation for those with disabilities, and the uplifting part of that is that inclusion, that they do belong, that outdoors is for everyone, that recreation is for everyone. We have a few programs. One of our biggest impact that we have right now is our youth bike program. It's called Riding is for Everyone. So we have those that with autism ride a standard bike or learning how to ride a standard bike, and then those with any physical disabilities, we're gonna adapt. We have adaptive bikes for them, a hand cycle or a recumbent bike for those that need more of that balance or just feel really comfortable just pedaling with their feet, and it's like more of the steering on with their hands, not upright. They're sitting down and it's just really comfortable. We are really thankful for the community of Bellingham. We have our partnership with YMCA. They host an open swim aquatics program that's from Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30. It just started about a week ago, so it goes for 8 weeks. In October, we're gonna launch our Western University program, and that is also an 8-week program, and that is indoor rock climbing and adaptive aquatics. It's like open swim. Each program is for about an hour, but we are really thankful for the university, Western University, because they purchased the harnesses, and now we're about to purchase more adaptive gear. And then we have, just our local recreational shops like Backcountry Essentials, giving us ideas about really accessible trails to go hiking. The Bellingham Parks and Rec that has allowed us to do our adaptive summer programs and hosting it at the city parks. So thank you guys.
I am Amy McKinley, and I'm the very proud mama to Max McKinley, also known as Mighty Mac. And Max was born with Chard syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that results in medical and developmental challenges. So for Max to access a new recreational activity or a sport, he requires a lot of extra support and sometimes adaptive equipment. And for a parent, that can feel a little overwhelming sometimes. Like, who do I talk to? Should I do this? Where do I go? What do I do? And so when I learned of the AIROW Project, I was like, oh my goodness, yes, this is perfect for Max. This is perfect for my family. This is perfect for our entire community. We live in the most gorgeous community. Pacific Northwest offers endless recreational opportunities, and they should be accessible to all, including Max and anyone with different needs, right? And that's where the AIROW steps in. AIROW provides the support, sometimes adaptive equipment, the expertise, the passion for making this a reality. And not only do they get to enjoy sports together, but they're creating a community together, and it's the most beautiful thing. In the past year, Max has learned how to rock climb. Yes, rock climb. Never in a million years thought that was going to be on his to-do list. And now he's learned to ride a bike. AIROW even helped him secure the most perfect adaptive bike built for his body and his skill level. And he's learning to use brakes and go up and down hills, and he loves it. He's a little speed demon now. He's now learning to swim. They're about to offer pickleball lessons. So Max still needs a lot of support, but he loves engaging in these activities because of the joy and the passion that the AIROW team brings to him and to all of his friends. It's truly amazing. One of the highlights of our past year was the AIROW Ski to Sea relay team. It was truly amazing to have Max and some of his peers participate with the community in this annual Ski to Sea team. And the joy that they all were experiencing as a team, I will remember that the rest of my life. So I'm so excited to see all the adventures that AIROW has planned in the months and years to come, and we will definitely be a part of it. And we invite the community to join with us, and let's provide true, adaptive, inclusive recreational opportunities for everyone to enjoy, because everyone deserves that.
Hi everyone, my name is Betsy and this is my son Joey. Joey is 30 years old. He is non-speaking autistic. We discovered his love of cycling about 10 years ago, and the AIROW Project has been by far the greatest organization we could have ever hoped for. Although Joey doesn't do a lot of group rides because he's incredibly fast and not very patient with waiting, he's been able to train directly with April and her incredible team. In May, our family got to participate in something we never would have dreamt possible, and that was having Joey compete representing the AIROW Project in Ski to Sea. He rode 42 miles with a volunteer, completing it in 5.5 hours, and that still blows our minds. The fact that he would attend to anything that long, and especially something that required an incredible amount of physical effort. Only a parent of a special needs individual can comprehend the pride involved that race was for our family. Parents like me aren't used to cheering people over the finish line. Our community is truly blessed to have the AIROW Project. We will, without a doubt, be involved for the rest of our days and attend as many activities as we can with them.
We love volunteers, and one of our biggest things is our fundraiser. We have this flannel evening where we not dress up, but bring out your awesome flannel, and it is October 18th this year. One way is reaching out to local shops, getting some fun silent auction items, helping organizing, planning, setting up. If you love to do more of that program, the YMCA is a great hour just engaging with these individuals at one-on-one, and as well as our Riding is for Everyone. If you love to ride bikes and be outdoors, please come and reach out to myself, April Katz at AIROWproject.com, or go on our site, AIROWproject.com, and there's a link that says volunteers, and we'll send you an email. If you're very creative and you want to do some photography or capture any of our moments, please reach out. We would love some more photography on our website, as well as storytelling behind these individuals to tell their stories of why they're an amazing athlete. We love our community partnership. We're all about community, and that is from, if a food restaurant has a community evening and that's a small fundraiser, or just really advertising our flyers for our events, or if you guys are curious of ways to sponsor an individual, that's another awesome way. These programs do cost. For example, Writing is for Everyone, that 8-week program meets Monday and Wednesday for an hour and a half, and the whole cost is about $300. So if someone can sponsor these kids or an adult, that would be fantastic, as well as grabbing more adaptive equipment. You know, we would love to be on Mount Baker one day, but right now we're just doing our adaptive cycling and adaptive aquatics, and then we'll eventually get up to the mountain, and yeah.
Talk to me about this year's first ever Junior Ski to Sea adaptive team. Like, what was that like, being able to put that together, and how was that like for the kids?
It was so impactful. Last minute, we were last to the game, but I just knew exactly who would love to be on that. So we had a Junior Ski to Sea team that these individuals been participating in our 2-year program. And so that's where I got the idea, like, so-and-so is gonna do the running, so-and-so is gonna do the riding. And it's like, they just shined. They were super strong in their sports.
Yeah.
They're definitely athletes. And I think that's one big thing that was really cool. It was in a Special Olympics event, Junior Ski to Sea. It really showed how these individuals love the outdoors. For our adults, it was really cool to rally, the community rallying, our whole team just enjoying, cheering. I was one that was supposed to hand off and not run the whole mountain coming down, but I ended up running the whole, I think it was 8 miles down Mount Baker Highway. But what was so beautiful is that when this individual stopped, it was like almost a quarter mile left, and everyone rallied behind her, and it was just like, you got this, you can do it. And people holding each other's hands, running towards the finish line, and she got it, she did it. And she was supposed to only do 4 miles. So that's where it just shows, like, these individuals they're cognitively, like, there. They know what's up, and it was really cool to see her finish, as well as just our cross-country skier that was a volunteer. That was an area that we're not really in, that adaptive area, but for that volunteer to step up and say, hey, I can show up for the team. And then for the cycling, this individual has autism. He's non-speaking individual, but he rode, 45 miles? I don't know. But from Glacier to Everson, it was just incredible of how the organization also adapt to us. So we got to, like, start off a little earlier, but we were still in the heat of everything. And so it was awesome. This year, we're like, it's on my calendar, like, to start training. Winter's a great way of motivating people to do things inside. So with our partnership with YMCA, we're hoping to do some, weightlifting classes, really getting out there and just enjoying, like, hey, we're gonna show up. And I have a feeling we might not just have one. There's gonna be 2, 3 Junior Ski to Sea teams, as well as maybe 2 adult teams. Just the feedback was incredible, and we're looking forward to it. We would love to have a fleet of everything you can imagine for adaptive gear. But right now we have partnered up with Outdoors for All. They are in Seattle area, and they have the adaptive bikes that we have been able to host an adaptive cycling demo. It's in May. And so what we do is come out for 2.5 hours, try any bikes, any adaptive bikes. And when I'm saying adaptive, there are bikes where a parent can sit next to their son or daughter and pedal together, and it's steering and they're both taking the effort. Or if it can come from a tandem bike to, another recumbent bike from all different sizes. It's just a really cool way. One of our really famous partnership with them is that, as well as Community Boating Center has just launched where they have those kayaks. But one thing what we love is that one of the barriers is finances and the cost, and they have allowed it's called Adaptive Splash. So this summer it was every Thursday evening, and the individual would sign up and we would have a coach there and help them, support them, transfer. Of course, we're gonna get more of the adaptive buoys, meaning that there is an outrigger, so there's more of a balance for those that don't have core support. But it's just opening the door and saying, let's give it a shot. And that's what I love about this community. Our major challenge right now is to figure out how can we get some kind of container, some kind of storage unit that is next to accessible trail. Right now I'm the one that has the truck, but transporting this can be tough, and if I'm not there, it's just a lack of transportation and getting there. And so my vision is to have something parked or near a trail, and we would have all these gears right there to go on a tour guide with our adaptive gear, or going hiking, or grabbing these snowshoes that are in this warehouse and going up. And so I think it's more of accessible transportation. That's another issue, is the accessible transportation to go up to the mountain, or any trails that are at the Chuckanuts, and we need to get them there. And really breaking all these barriers and enjoying accessible trails. So one thing that WMBC, Wacom Mountain Bike Coalition, and we are working really hard to make adaptive, accessible trails up on the mountain of Galbraith. So how strong and their ability to do so much. It is incredible. If just taking off your lenses, being open-minded of this opportunity to have wider, accessible trails for everyone, and really thinking before you do any structure of something that's not gonna have a barrier on a trail, putting a boulder somewhere, just really being thoughtful of other ways to have access for these individuals with disabilities. All our social media, Facebook, we have the AIROW Project, and that AIROW is AIROW. And then we're on Instagram. We are also, our site is AIROWproject.com. You can email us at theairowproject@gmail.com. I think everyone knows what the AIROW Project is, and now it's kind of exciting, and thanks for the opportunity and the support. And I am looking forward to seeing what 2024 brings.